Welcome to Janine The Judge. I'm Janine, on the Rewind segment. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that has left many people curious and outraged. Why does Sara Duterte always seem to disappear when important issues and impeachment cases heat up? Is this merely a coincidence? Or has it become a pattern? Every time a major issue emerges and the public demands transparency, Sara Duterte is often reported to leave the country. Every time pressure mounts, Sara Duterte rarely appears in public. And most recently, as impeachment proceedings and allegations of corruption around her confidential funds surged, she was known to take a personal trip to Australia. Pay close attention to this pattern. Sara claims that her trip to Australia was a personal trip, not a vacation. She even attended a protest in support of her father, Rodrigo Duterte. This raises questions. Is this really not an attempt to evade public scrutiny and legal processes? The question is this part of a deliberate strategy to avoid the spotlight as major controversies heat up? Sara has offered three main defenses against the impeachment allegations, one of which is calling the accusations weak and political. Sara keeps insisting that she is not on holiday, even though this trip happened just as the public was awaiting her explanation about financial flows and alleged misuse of funds. Naturally, public suspicion grows that her trip is just a way to stay away from the heat of political and legal scrutiny back home. Is this just a regular political trip? Or a tactic to ease the pressure at home and buy more time? Besides her trip, people are also puzzled by Sara's responses to the impeachment case. Since the impeachment issue first emerged, Sara rarely gave any clear answers. When she finally did speak, she dismissed the complaint as just a piece of paper, as if downplaying the legal process and the public's demand for transparency. She also refused to come forward and provide further clarification. Why wait so long to respond? Does this show that she doesn't take this case seriously? Or could it mean she is trying to cover up something? The media and the public, of course, have not stayed silent. Many are starting to question her absence at such critical times. Some believe that this absence in times of crisis reflects a pattern of evading responsibility. Every time the public calls for transparency, Sara Duterte steps back and stays away. For many, a true leader must stand firm and answer tough questions, not hide behind overseas trips. That's where the role of media and public scrutiny becomes vital, to ensure public officials remain accountable and cannot simply disappear without public and media pressure. Sara's clarification might take even longer, and that sends a troubling signal about her accountability as a public servant. The big question is, how long will this pattern continue? Political analysts argue that as long as the public and the media continue to demand answers, this cycle can be broken. But if it's allowed to persist, public trust will erode further, worsening the political climate in the Philippines. So, I want to ask you, do you want to keep seeing public officials like Sara Duterte dodge accountability? Or is it time to move forward seriously with the impeachment process? What do you all think? Should Sara Duterte face the impeachment process and come clean about these trips abroad? Just as serious controversies close in on her? Write your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you won't miss the next heated discussion. I'm Janine The Judge in the Rewind segment. See you in the next video, right here, in the courtroom of public opinion. See ya!